and the home of the brave.
Now to the good part.
Welcome, everyone. A little extra excitement for you tonight. It's the first game of the NBA Cup. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. So the Hornets starting five. They've got Knipple. LaMelo Ball is out there with James. Then it's Miles Bridges. And for Miami, Powell at the 2 with Wiggins at the 3. Jovic and Bam play together inside. And it's Mitchell in at the point. Here we go. It's game 1 of the NBA Cup. This game will count both towards group play and the regular season standing.
Yeah, to win this thing, you probably have to win this first game. Advancing with a loss is possible, but then you have to win your final 3 in the Cup group stage. So this opener is huge. Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
Mitchell with the ball. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
When Bam gets it around the hoop, he knows what to do.
James outside. Bridges outside. Gets a very good look and converts.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Mitchell, the pass to Adebayo. And no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
And even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady Eddie on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything.
The first one falls. You know, most people don't know that Bam isn't Adebayo's real first name.
No, B.A., it's actually Idris. When he was young, he was watching cartoons and flipped the coffee table over. After that, his mother started calling him Bam Bam, and it stuck.
And both free throws good for Adebayo.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Eric Spoelstra and I got a chance to catch up for a bit. He had been watching highlights with the coaching staff, and they noticed LaMelo likes to pass from obscure angles. Coach told his team, you just can't relax out there. I want you looking for cutters everywhere. We'll see how prepared they are tonight. B.A.?
Thanks for that, Allie. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Miami. It's a three-point game. Last time they met was right here, and they were able to come out with a win.
And they came away with the win because everyone contributed. The starters, the bench, they all played as a unit.
Yeah, give credit to those guys for playing with such aggressiveness. It makes a huge difference when you get that kind of boost from your second unit.
Here's Ball after the basket by Miami. Bridges with room to shoot. No good with the elbow jumper.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
It's stolen. James, right side. Pass the ball. James, outside. And the Hornets, another three.
We don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Jovic. He's guarded by Bridges. Back to Mitchell. Here's Powell. It's Wiggins on the wing. Coming off a 22-point game against the Nuggets in Denver. And it's good for 2.
Yeah, good mechanics on Wiggins' shot right there. Now, he definitely has a natural talent for shooting the ball.
Here's Ball. Out to James. Beyond the arc. James can't get that one to fall. The Heat have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Adebayo drives in and finished off by Adebayo.
Oh, you can see the athleticism of Adebayo on that drive. What a motor he has.
And here are the Hornets now. And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster. Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Bears checked in for Jovic. And look at it, second chance points last year. Here were the teams that did the most damage on the offensive glass. Charlotte, 4th.
This is a hustle stat. This team pounded the offensive glass, and it shows in their numbers from last year.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Mitchell. Got a hand on it. The kick out to Adebayo. Back to Powell. Out left to the wing. 5 to shoot. Goes back up. The rebound by Bridges.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Ball no good.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions. Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. .156 left in the first quarter here. James outside. Bridges outside. Over Adebayo. Bridges misses. The Heat have got 5 of 7 shots to fall. Down low. Here's Powell. Lays it up and banks it in.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from the inside.
Here's Ball. Pass to Bridges. Launches it. He buries it from 3. Bridges has got 5 points.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Ball against Mitchell. Inside. Powell outside. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Here's James on the wing. The rebound by Ware.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, thanks. The Heat knew they needed to add more shot creation, and this summer, they went out and got just that, acquiring Norman Powell, coming off an all-star caliber season with the Clippers, and doing so without giving up much draft capital in return, or even a starter. That has to be considered a home run for the Heat.
A great addition. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. So for Miami, Fontecchio comes in for Adebayo, and Jaime Jaquez is subbed in for Wiggins. Hits both from the stripe, and the Heat's Eric Spoelstra, now the longest tenured head coach in the NBA stand.
His 18th season in this role, been with the Heat over 30 years, having gotten his start in Miami as a video coordinator, and this run is the 3rd longest all time after Jerry Sloan and Greg Popovich.
So it's Miami now. The Hornets making their last shot. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. To the inside, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Here's Sexton. Here's Peterson. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Heat out in front, up one. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what do you think about the Heat here?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
We've got Simone Fontecchio. Powell is out there with Yakichonis. Then it's Jaime Jaquez, and it's Ware in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Hornets trail by 3. Here's Sexton, and he buries his first look.
And look, Sexton's lack of size has never prevented him from mixing it up down low.
Here's Yakichonis. Pass to Ware. Now here's Fontecchio. Ware the screen. Here's Yakichonis. From downtown, knocks down the triple.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Connaughton can't hit. Miami leading by 4. Pass to Fontecchio. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. And the Heat, another 3.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Brian, back to you.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, thank you. Some changes for Charlotte. James is checked in for Salon. Knipple comes in for Connaughton. And it's Ball in for Mann. Ball right side. Here's Knipple. Jaquez covers. Again, the miss by the Hornets. Miami leading by 7. Back to Ware. Miami moving it around. Here's Fontecchio. Soft touch off the glass. Fontecchio's got 5 points. And as we start up the NBA Cup, let's explain to our viewers how the groups are formed.
Sure thing, BA. First, you only play teams from your conference. The groups are drawn based off of last year's standings. So they try to keep it even in terms of quality of team. Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip-in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Powell outside. Adebayo a screen on Sexton. Outside Jaquez. Pass to Yakichonis. 6 to shoot. Powell for 3. Ball with the rebound.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Here's Knipple. Jaquez covers. On the wing, Sexton. The kick out to Ball. Lets it go from the wing. Sexton. And the tip in on the offensive boards. Sexton's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Look, when you don't put a body on him, he makes things happen.
James with a steal. Here's Knipple. 20 points for him last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And how about the rebounding, too? He was just all over the glass, and the other team had no answer for how to contain him.
Miami leading by 5. Pass to Yakachonis. Adebayo in the post. Out to Powell. Here's Yakachonis. The 3. Diabate grabs the board. The Hornets have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. No problems knocking that one down.
3.
And now it's just a 2-point Heat lead.
If you get any space, LaMelo will find you, so be ready.
The Heat have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Yakachonis. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Make some noise, fans, for your Heat Breaker dance crew.
The Hornets making a switch here.
Dance crew. Let's give them another big hand.
Here's Ball.
2 minutes.
Pass to Knipple. The 3. Ball no good. And so it's Wiggins with it. He brings it up for Miami. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
Here's Ball. Miami making their last shot. Bridges outside. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor. So it's Miami now. They lead by 4. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
If you can't match up on the boards, you are not going to win games. That's got to be a big lesson from that game.
Well, the lack of effort they showed on the glass is just unacceptable, and I'm sure the coaching staff will let them know about it.
Now here's Ware. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Nuggets in Denver.
Yeah, and look, he came up huge defensively, grabbing 4 steals during the game.
Here's Knipple. And here are the Hornets with another bucket.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
.41 seconds left in the second. Mitchell against Ball. Back to Mitchell. Miami moving it around. Wiggins with it. James is there. Wiggins, no good. Charlotte has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Ball taking his time here. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Outside Jaquez. There, the screen. Here's the 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Miami out in front, up 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Welcome, everybody. Right off the bat, let's see which games are still to come tonight. It'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers up against the Wizards in Washington. 7 p.m. Eastern Time for tip-off.
I'm looking for a possible upset in that one.
And now looking at the Hornets. A very close game so far.
I like to see them taking it aside, man. Too many threes, too many wild threes. Got to tighten it up.
Yeah, lots of volume from out there, but poor efficiency. That's been their Achilles heel. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Well, you look at Miles Bridges. Man, has he been playing well.
There's virtually nothing you can do to stop him. I mean, you can't even contain him. He's been that great.
Yeah, he makes defenses look utterly helpless. It's like pick your poison trying to contain him.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's who Charles Lee is starting in the second half. They've got LaMelo Ball. Miles Bridges is out there with Knipple. Then there's James.
Well, that's textbook pick-and-roll basketball. Adebayo just taking what the defense gives him.
Now Bridges. From the arc. Rebound Miami. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. It'll be the second game of 4 straight at home. Hey, Wiggins with the elevation!
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, PA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Hornets trail by 6. Pass to Knipple. And here's James. Ball outside. Lets it go from deep. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Jovic. He's guarded by Bridges. Wiggins from long range. That one is cash from Wiggins.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
There's Ball with a 3. Charlotte again missing.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Powell surveying the D. Back to Adebayo. Bam! Drops the hammer.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Bridges. Good work there as it goes. Bridges has got 9.
All right, they got one on the board in the second half. Now you want to see more shots start to drop.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. Adebayo a screen on Ball. And he lobs it up to the rim. Here's Bridges. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got his 5th assist in this one.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, the way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work. Guys, back to you.
High praise. Allie, thank you. The shot by James, no good.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Now here's Ball from about 16. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, terrific work from the mid-range. Ball has an impressive feel when to take these shots.
Here's Mitchell. 9-point game. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Powell outside for 3. That shot is off.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Knipple. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Jovic. It's Powell on the wing. The 3 from Mitchell. Knocks down the long J. Mitchell's got 5.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. As someone who helped make the game what it is today, what do you think of the modern NBA style?
Well, look, PA, skill level has never been higher. These players are the best that have ever played the game. We got more guys on the floor who can shoot the ball, more guys who can handle and pass. So the game is at its height. There is always going to be things that can be improved, but we've got to really appreciate what we're seeing in today's players.
Pass to James. So nice passing by Charlotte here. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
So it's Miami now. 1:44 left in the third quarter. Ware, no good with a layup.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Knipple, no good. Miami leading by 10. Pass to Powell. Back to Jaquez. Outside Adebayo. Fires from deep. Jonas, that one's good. Give him 8 points now.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
James, outside. Here's Bridges. To the middle. And it's Sexton. That time on the assist from Bridges.
Well, offensively, he's doing his best to keep them in this game, but they might need someone else to step up as well.
There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Jonas. Checked by Sexton. It's Jaquez on the wing. 4-3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. There's a screen. Here's Knipple. Out to James. The 3-ball. Sinks it from distance. James has got 6 points.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Here's Jonas. Checked by Sexton.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Now here's Adebayo. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
What a way to punctuate the third quarter. They've got the lead and they've got momentum.
And so it's the Miami Heat in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. It makes it look easy, but it's not.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Jonas out there with Powell. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Khalil Ware. And it's Fontecchio in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well. Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
And here's Charlotte now. Down by 15. Sexton against Powell. Sexton, that's good.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Here's Jonas. To the inside. And he dunks shoots it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Three-pointer. Deep range. LaMelo. What focus.
Well, it's only his second three of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Here's Powell. The layup misses.
And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
There's Ball with a three. Powell pulls it in.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
And stolen by Connaughton. Pass to Plumlee. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Yeah, all game long, they've been also playing well inside in the paint. Lots of points are coming their way thanks to them attacking the interior.
Looking at who's out there now for Miami. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Fontecchio. Larson comes in for Jaquez. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, "You're just chucking up the first three you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work." Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Well, that's a good pass by a veteran who's seen it all, Norman Powell.
What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Hornets trail by 11. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. The offensive rebound.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Here's Larson. Miami moving it around. Pass to Adebayo. And out of bounds, the Hornets will take it.
Hornets ball.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Miami Heat. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers. And then Monday, they'll be matching up with Darius Garland and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Miles Bridges checked in for Plumlee. Knipple comes in for Connaughton. And James is subbed in for Sexton. Now here's Adebayo. Pass to Ware. Here's Larson. Ware the screen. Clock at 6. Oh, the long ball, no good. Hornets trail by 11. Ball fires. Ooh, the three doesn't go.
And with each miss, you can see the frustration mounting for him.
Here's Powell. Oh, he finished it off. A beauty of a pass.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Yeah, total focus there from Ball, not letting anyone stop him.
Second team foul. At the line for the Hornets, LaMelo Ball, 1.
And that one falls for Ball.
Well, LaMelo Ball gets a lot of attention for his flashy play, but not enough for his high basketball IQ. I mean, he sees the floor incredibly well.
Now here's Mitchell. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
And Ball will bring it up here for the Hornets. A 12-point game. Beyond the arc. Oh, he can't hit it.
Just too many missed threes for him tonight. He must be sharper here down the stretch.
Powell outside. Adebayo, a screen on James. Now Adebayo. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Wiggins. Now Mitchell from downtown. Oh, it doesn't go. Ball right side.
Ball seeks out contact sometimes, which means defenses have to guard him very carefully.
Third team foul. At the line for the Hornets, LaMelo Ball. 2.
No good on that one.
You gotta respect the enthusiasm LaMelo Ball brings to his game. He thrives out here under the bright lights with all eyes on him.
Good on the second one.
Well, you never want to leave points at the line, especially when you're down late.
Heat leading by 11. And it's Mitchell penetrating. Oh, the feathery touch. Dropped it right over the rim.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Heat.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
Now here's Powell. Now Adebayo. Ball with a steal. James outside. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Now Bridges. Oh, the shake. And that's how you get it to go inside. Adebayo! So no problem for Miami as they get the win. And remember, tonight's win means they're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. A great start to the group stage.
Well, getting that first win under your belt is huge. They still have 3 games left, but they're in a great position going forward.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.